Hello, my fabulous Leos. Welcome to your October 2023 tarot reading. Let's go ahead and take a look into these cards, see what we have going on for you in this upcoming month. We've got a pretty active astrological month with the eclipses coming up here. We have a new moon solar eclipse in Libra on the 14th and a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 28th. Okay, so the new moon, that one may be a little more supportive for you. The more challenging eclipse for you will be the full moon, okay, because it's in Taurus, fellow fixed sign, so that can create a bit of a tense aspect there with Leo placements. So with that being said, you want to be mindful that the energies tend to be more sensitive. We tend to be more sensitive around this time, other people, right? So just be mindful, try not to react. Try to be very intentional about just the way you are showing up and navigating these energies, navigating your relationships, because these eclipses will be heavily focused on matters of relationship, okay? So let's see what we have coming up. Yeah, because you do got a little conflict coming through, but things can definitely improve here. So let's see. And this reading does apply to Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Okay, so let's see what we have going on for you all. In your overall energy, we have the Queen of Cups. There's this softness, sweetness, tenderness about you, or that is around you at this time. So for those of you that have been needing a little TLC, the energy is available to you, okay? Maybe it is through a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For some of you, I'm getting this as an ancestor of yours that is around you, guiding you, protecting you, okay? Whether they're a man or woman, I'm getting a water sign energy coming through, or someone who's very loving, compassionate, empathetic, all those things. I'm also seeing there's some deep healing that could be taking place for you on an emotional level as well. For others of you, you may be tapping into some sort of divination practices or gifts. Maybe you yourself read tarot, but I'm getting more so like scrying with water, whether that's something that you're skilled at or it's something new that you're learning. That can definitely be a way for you to just kind of tap in spiritually. So for those of you that are already thinking about doing so, here's your confirmation. The Queen of Cups is a card that invites you to fill your cup. So if you have been giving a lot of energy out to others, it's time to pour back into yourself, okay? Getting some of that self-love energy coming through. Some of you may be spending time near natural bodies of water or taking more spiritual baths. This can be something as simple as increasing your water intake as well. Okay, remember, like, what is it? 70% of our bodies are made up of water. So make sure you are, constantly drinking water, kind of like flushing out the toxins and things of that nature. And, making sure you're hydrated. That's just really important in general. So you are coming into October. Your energy is the Five of Wands, okay? So I'm going to get a clarifier on this. You may be feeling a lot of internal conflict, stress, overwhelm, irritable. Okay, that may have something to do with the full moon at the end of the month. As I was saying, that's going to be the eclipse that affects you a little more. Let's see what part of your chart. The full moon is going to be in your 10th house of career, okay? Career, your reputation, your achievements. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of competition when it comes to career. I just saw the Hierophant try to flip over. So this can definitely be career related. This could even be some struggles that you're having with authority figures. whether that be like a supervisor, but for some of you, this can be like a father figure, mother figure, right? Where there could be some fighting or just some disagreements going on within those relationships as well. Let's see, I'm going to get a clarifier on this Five of Wands. What is this Five of Wands for Leo? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. The Two of Cups, yeah. So it is about relationship stuff. It's like you and somebody are not on the same page, all right? Eclipse season is definitely going to kind of dredge up the conflicts and the things that you've been stewing on, potentially, is something that I'm picking up on, okay? So you haven't been as expressive or upfront, and there may be somewhat of an explosive energy that comes up here. So to avoid that, I would just tell you in advance, this reading's going out in the beginning of the month. If you have an issue with something or someone, you need to communicate it immediately. Don't wait until the end of the month, because you definitely might kind of spaz out there, and it's just gonna be like, someone's gonna be like, whoa, where did this even come from, right? It's just gonna take someone by surprise because you haven't been communicating. For some of you, this very much can have to do with matters of the home. There's a little home in the background there. There can be healing, all right? If there has been some sort of disruption within the home, family environment, things can be healed, and you can get on the right track there. So I wouldn't worry about it too much, okay? Now, this is also an energy that may be inviting you to work with others instead of working against them. What is that saying? I'm also hearing like, don't bite off the hand that feeds you, something like that as well. So, you know, if you're receiving some sort of help, assistance, support, potentially from family, you know, sometimes you gotta humble yourself, right? This doesn't mean you necessarily have to be a doormat, but, you know, if you're staying with family or something and it's their house, essentially, it's like their rules as well. And of course, I mean, you can have your input, you can share that, but at the end of the day, they get to decide what the rules are. So, you know, that's something that could be coming up here. You know, maybe some of you are living with the parents, move back in with the parents, and you're going to have to abide by, you know, what they say goes, essentially, right? And if you don't like it, then, like most parents will tell you, you can leave. You can go live on your own. You can go pay this high-ass rent that is out here thanks to inflation. Boo. So your challenge here is the Four of Wands this month, is the home environment. For some of you, this may be a marriage, a commitment, you know, if you live with your partner. Yeah, you know, this card, when it's not in a challenging position, is domestic bliss. Okay, everything's happy, everyone loves each other, it's just so positive and just wonderful. But with this coming up in the challenge position, it does suggest that things are not that, okay? It's more like this Five of Wands that you're experiencing. So you need to be honest about maybe how you are contributing to some of this Five of Wands conflict, competition, ego trips. Like, yeah, I'm so ready for Venus to move out of Leo. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, I like Leos, but this Venus transit has been way too long, and I'm ready for it to just move into a different sign so we can get some different energy, okay? Because I am seeing that Five of Wands is definitely Venus in Leo type of vibes. I'm even getting okay, don't be mad, a little bit of like acting out, maybe, like, and this could be other people in the environment too, where it's kind of bringing out the child in everybody. There could be some attention seeking that's going on here as well, which is making someone look like an ass, okay, whether it's you or somebody else. So far, we've got a water sign coming up, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've also got an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that may be significant here in the month ahead, okay? For others of you, you're in a space of transition, maybe looking for, you know, where home is going to be. This could also be a job situation as well. Okay, maybe you're unhappy on the job. You have been applying for new opportunities. There's a lot of competition out there. But the right opportunity is going to come in here. For some of you, you might actually hear something on the 2nd of this month. I'll point out some other dates. Well, right now we have the 2nd, the 4th, and the 5th. Okay, so those could be some significant dates for you if you've been waiting to hear back from a job that you applied to. It might be coming through for you. And if that's the case, of course, you would be changing your work environment and or changing your home environment too. Right? What you don't expect this month is the King of Pentacles. This is great. Okay, maybe some of you have been struggling a little financially or just struggling to gain a sense of stability, but it's coming in for you. Like I said, if you've been applying for jobs, you're going to get a better opportunity this month. Maybe you've had to wait and be very patient, like I said, with Venus in your sign since July, right? Because she went through a retrograde. It's kind of slowed some things down for you. I'm getting a false start as well. So some of you might have gotten a new job and then got laid off like shortly after, or you got a new job and you realize like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be here for long. So I think there is going to be something more stable coming in for you this month, where once you get into the position, you'll be like, oh, I can actually build here. I can stay here for a while, even if it's not forever and until I retire. You know, I can be here long enough where I can really stack my money, you know, get my savings right, pay off debts, maybe start planning for some retirement as well. So those are all good things. For some of you, there may be a King of Pentacles that's going to come through and support you in some capacity. And sometimes that support is simply through them giving you a job, right? Yep, we choose you, right? For others of you, it may be someone that's actually wanting to give you some money, help you out. Maybe it's a family member, or for others of you, it can be your significant other that's wanting to help lighten your load in some capacity. Your advice is the 4 of Cups. Okay, some of you have been a little closed off, possibly to love, connection. This is more so an emotional thing that's coming through here. You've been a little apathetic. You've been a little blah. You know, even if you have been single, maybe I wouldn't necessarily call you open to love. You might think that you're open to it, but you're not. Okay, so I just gotta be real with y'all. You know, you might be consciously telling yourself that you're open to it, but you're subconsciously like on a completely different page. Okay, and it's definitely showing up. You know, if you are connecting or dating people, I think they're very aware, like you don't seem interested or something like that. You're not open. For those of you in a relationship, you may have withdrawn from your partner emotionally. Some of you just might be depressed, okay? And I don't mean to minimize that, but you know, depression is kind of normal. You know, people experience it to, you know, some more extreme or lesser degrees, but you know, some of you, that just might be what you're going through right now. So if you feel like you need to talk to somebody about that, definitely do so. Let's see what this 4 of Cups is. The Hanged Man. It's kind of like you're stalling. Some of you, this may be a good tactic to take when it comes to business and career, okay? This is about waiting for the right opportunity, not just the first opportunity that comes your way. I'm also getting renegotiating the salary or whatever it is that you're being offered, which may, yes, kind of delay the start date, you know, you really getting the ball rolling there. But you do want to make sure that the contract is supportive of you, or the amount of money is really going to support you and some of the longer term plans that you have for yourself financially as well. With that King of Pentacles, you are thinking about the future. You are thinking about the kingdom that you're creating for your life. Some of you want to have a really nice lifestyle, luxurious, comfortable living, nice house, nice cars, you know, just all the things. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But for some of you, you may just need to hold out for the right opportunity. For others of you, if this is a relationship thing, you're needing to release, you're needing to let go of your fears, your reservations. Once again, I get you're kind of apathetic, even towards relationships. So that means you don't really have any high expectations, which I get. You want to manage high expectations too. It's almost better to have no expectations. But I think you guys are veering on the side of having low expectations, which is a difference between having no expectations. The Hangman, he has no expectations, okay? The Four of Cups, this is someone, you know, that maybe you feel like you've just been having a string of bad luck, right? Within whatever area of your life. This can be relationship wise, this can be career, business wise. Some of you need to build up your faith muscle here a little more. You need to start believing again, maybe believing in love, or believing in, you know, good opportunities coming your way, opportunities that are not only fulfilling for your pockets, but fulfilling for your heart as well. That's why we've got this Queen of Cups energy around you. You're needing to really lean into that, tap into that, connect with that. There's some emotional healing that's needing to take place. Some of you need to do some energy work with your heart chakra and your sacral chakra. You might have some blockages there. You know, when your heart is not open and receptive, not only can you not receive love and connection, but you also are not going to be capable of receiving opportunities that you would love as well, because it's all going to be magnetized to you through your heart space. And for some of you, your heart space is a little wonky here. And I do feel like Venus moving into Virgo is going to help shift some things for you. Yes, because Virgo is your second house of money. All right. So you've been in a space while Venus has been in Leo for so long of just really figuring out who you are, what you want, what kind of lifestyle you want to live, what kind of work do you want to do, what kind of people do you want around you. This has been more of a soul searching, you know, self actualization thing going on for you, more so than let me build up my career, my finances. You're going to start getting into that space when Venus shifts into Virgo, okay? Which, let's see, when is that? On the 8th, okay? So early on in the month, that energy switches, your focus is going to switch. And as far as finances, business, work, those things are going to start moving more smoothly for you as well, okay? So let's take a look at your message from Spirit, from the Animal Oracle cards, Animal Spirit Oracle cards. You have the Hawk coming through for you, okay? So let me see. Just want to pull it up in the book here. So the Hawk is watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, the hawk sees clearly and is intuitive. When out of balance, the hawk sees too much and is suspicious. That's that Four of Cups that has you closed off, okay? To bring into balance, you need a perspective shift. That's what the Hangman is all about. That's why he's upside down, so he can have a new perspective. And within that perspective shift, you're going to be releasing some things, releasing like assumptions that you've been making, judgments that you've been making, even just like emotional baggage that you've been weighed down by. You're releasing it all, and it's going to help you see things and people a lot more clearly, because some of you might have been creating conflict where there didn't need to be any. Right? And we all do that. We all, at some times, you know, we get into a space where we're very mistrusting of others. Maybe we've gone through a bad experience and we kind of close ourselves off, and we feel like we need to be in defense mode all the time. Or maybe sometimes on the attack, but it's definitely time for you guys to really take a step back and a look at the bigger picture here, because it seems like you're seeing a situation very much just through like your subjective lens, and you're needing to look at things more objectively. Okay, let's see here for your relationship oracle. You do have synchronicity coming through. I like how you have the birds, so of course they have feathers, and this is a feather here as well. So if you see a hawk, you know, you want to pay attention to whatever it is you were thinking about at the time, because, you know, the hawk may be some sort of confirmation for you that, yeah, you know, maybe you should say yes, you know, to this opportunity, or maybe you should open up to this person, whatever it is for you, okay? Pay attention to the synchronicities. The number 44, 444, any combination of that may be significant to you. And remember, you've got the, okay, once we shift into Scorpio season, that's going to be in your 4th house of home and family. So home, family, security, you're going to start to notice things shifting for you in a more positive way just as we move throughout the month, okay? Like I said, you may hit a bit of a climax here with this full moon lunar eclipse on the 28th. They don't always have to be super chaotic, though. It's just about how we are engaging with the energy. So you want to be slow to react. Take some deep breaths. Take a beat, as I like to say. You know, and maybe revisit when you're emotionally regulated, right? When you're calm, when you're at peace. Because we don't have to be in this space with the 5 of Wands. And this may just be your focus here this month as well, is, all right, you know, I just need to focus on, you know, regulating my emotions a little better, my anxiety a little better, maybe even my ego, all right? Managing that a little better, because your ego, one thing about that, it's never going to die completely, but we can get to a space where we're not surrendering to our ego, but our ego is surrendering to us. Okay, and I think for some of you, it definitely has been the former, where you have been submitting to the ego, which can definitely bring up conflicts in other relationships, you know, outside of the relationship that you have with yourself. So significant dates for you in this upcoming month. I am seeing the 2nd, the 4th, the 5th, the 8th, and the 12th. Okay, so you may want to mark those dates on your calendar. But other than that, I did mention zodiac signs, earth and water that you have in your reading, okay? So if this resonated at all, Please like, leave me a comment below, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.